Let me introduce my group members. That is Iman binti Rosli, Nur Aina binti Kasih, Raihan Bazlin binti Ramli, and Nur Fazlin binti Edi.
There are 7 topics in our content, which is introduction, methodology of research, findings in research, conclusion, reference, attachment, and lastly, reflection by our group members.
Cooperative learning is an instructional method in which students work in small groups to accomplish a common learning goal with the guidance of the teachers. There is more to cooperative learning than merely arranging students into groups, and it has been described as structuring positive interdependence. Students must work in groups to complete tasks collectively toward academic goals. Unlike individual learning, which can be competitive in nature, students learning cooperatively can capitalize on one another's resources and skills, which is like asking one another for information, evaluating one another's idea, and monitoring one another's work. Furthermore, the teacher's role changes from giving information to facilitating students' learning. Everybody succeeds when the gathering succeeds. Ross and Smith portray fruitful, helpful learning errands as mentally requesting, imaginative, unassuming, and include higher request thinking undertakings. Agreeable learning has additionally been connected to expanded degrees of understudy fulfillment. Cooperative learning is based on 2 theories, which are structural process outcome theory and social interdependence theory. For the structural process outcome theory, Watson and Johnson theorized that the way a situation is structured determines the process individuals engage in to complete the task, which determines the outcomes of the situation. The processes of interaction, in other words, determine outcomes, not the structure of the situation directly. This theory focuses on structuring learning goals to create desired processes of interaction among students and between the students and the instructor. Once the desired processes of interaction occur, outcomes will tend to automatically result. Next, for social interdependence theory, it exists when the outcomes of individuals are affected by their own and others' actions. There are 2 types of social interdependence. Positive, when the actions of individuals promote the achievement of joint goals, and the negative side, when the actions of individuals obstruct the achievement of each other's goals. Social interdependence may be differentiated from social dependence, independence, and helplessness.
I'm Raihan Bazlin and I will continue our methodology in our presentation. Okay, for the design, we use 2 strategies, which is think, pair, and share, and jigsaw strategies. So, think, pair, and share, according to Presley's 1992 research, children learn better when given more opportunity to build on concepts in conversations. The think, pair, and share method boosts the types of interpersonal interactions needed for pupils to internally organize, process, and retain ideas. So, for the jigsaw technique has been demonstrated to assist pupils understand concepts and develop their social skills while also allowing them to approach the same topic from numerous angles. Using jigsaw for reading comprehension helps students to exchange ideas and improves their learning through interaction and debate with others, which is one of its many advantages. It instills in children the cooperation, accountability, teamwork, critical thinking, and social skills they need to succeed in the 21st century. So, for the participants on this methodology is primary school pupils took part in the action, research, think, pay, share activity. young boys and girls took part in the study. These individuals range age from 7 to 12 years old. They originate from mixed-race families. Students in the first grade participate in jigsaw for the action research. Young boys and girls took part in the study. So the participants are between the age of 8 and 10. So for the measures, solving a problem or responding to a question regarding a prescribed reading serve as the think, pay and share measures in study. Try using think, pay, share to address questions like, for instance, if the class is reading The Great Gilly Hopkins by Catherine Patterson, would you be able to get along with Gilly? Why or why not? So the clues used to direct attention and engage students in understanding the reading material. The jigsaw strategy's primary outcome measure in the study was students' ability to become authorities on a particular topic through discussion with peers who are reading the same book, conducting related research, or studying the same unit. Okay, for the jigsaw, students then presented their findings to their original home group. So the jigsaw strategies opening question were designed to determine whether or not pupils had retained an idea. These questions were created using the cues: explain, classify, and provide examples. So the procedure, we attempt to arouse students' fear as part of the first step of the think, pay, and share technique. If there are many pupils in the class, it will be difficult to direct those who require more guidance, and we will need more time to present because there are so many groups. So, cooperative learning and think, pay, and share were described as teaching students how to communicate their thoughts first to a college and then a larger group of people in the literature. After finishing this, we created a discussion strategy to achieve our goal. So the goal of the study was to increase student discourse in lessons across the curriculum while allowing students processing time. Using a situational analysis, we went over to jigsaw strategies step with children. When students take ownership of what they are responsible for learning and for what they teach, it improves their knowledge and practical application of the skill. The phrases cooperative learning and jigsaw techniques were used in the literature. After finishing this, we created a discussion strategy to achieve our goal. A helpful teaching technique was used to approach the research objective. The two inquiry tools that serve as the foundation for our situational analysis were as follows: 1. Observation, and 2. Reflective journey. So the observation, 11 students who had participated in the cooperative learning activity on many occasions were the subjects of the observation. By hearing and seeing, it was possible to see things that are happening right now and already. According to the frequency of this observation, children like every activity that teachers and other educators provided. Last but not least, they were highly amenable to the idea behind the tactic.
What can we conclude from this research? Teachers are encouraged to be creative in teaching to gain students' attention. Most of the schools nowadays use cooperative learning in class, and it is called as 21st century learning. Cooperative learning teachers are structured with each student assigned a specific role, teacher structure. The teacher will supply the information for students to read and analyze. Teacher will observe, listen, and interfere when necessary. At the end, students will submit their work or assessment. The success of the group is depending on the efforts of the team member. After situational analysis, we come
came out with a solution that can be implemented in class. There are two ideas that can be used, which is think, pair, share method and jigsaw method. First, teacher need to specify their objectives for their lesson, and in every lesson need to specify the concept and the strategies to be learned. Next, teacher has to decide on the size of groups, the method to assign students to groups, the role students will be assigned, and the material will be used. Cooperative learning method really help teacher to bridge the gap between the weaker and the stronger students. Cooperative learning will help to gain students' attention in class and stay focused as they assign their tasks in groups. Other than that, this will help to increase communication and collaboration among students. As we know, if someone who is introvert will be less interested in participating group tasks, and if they were assigned to present in front of class, it will trigger anxiety. So, if they work in group for several times, it will help to setting the confidence. The most important is cooperative learning will develop the ability to consider multiple methods of solving problems because the students who are in group, they will share the ideas and give opinions. Bloom's taxonomy is a useful framework for teachers to establish clear and precise objectives for lessons in class. It will allow teachers to devise questions that meet the assessment of students' authentic.
We can conclude that cooperative learning has shown to be a viable instructing and learning device for understudies with extraordinary instructive needs. The various kinds and utilizations of agreeable learning empower the educator to choose learning methodologies in light of understudies' necessities and styles of learning and the heterogeneous nature of the learning task. Cooperative learning also refers to a set of instructional strategies in which students work together in small groups to help each other learn academic content.
This is one of our reference for the research. The attachment is first, content of our discussion, that 21st of June 2022. All group members participate in this discussion. We discuss what topic we're gonna do in this research and divided the task based on the rubric. The attachment is about the notes that we take in our discussion. The first content of our topic discussion is that 21st of June 2022. All group members participate in this discussion. And we discuss what topic we're gonna do in this research and divided the task based on the rubric. This is the second content of our topic discussion, that 22 of June 2022, all group members participate in this discussion and we discuss the video that we can relate to the research. The attachment is about the type of videos that we search on the YouTube and we put it on our Telegram group for our research. This is the reflection by our group members. First, Iman. Second, Raihan. Third, Aina. And lastly, Fazwi. That's all from us. Thank you.